Hey,
I know it's smooth. I'm getting it. I'm almost there. What you got?
well, we're gonna need to burn stuff tonight.
Oh, are we going that far down?
Yeah, I have my
Excellent.
feather. I'm gonna light some of this cedar or whatever it's called.
Hmm. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good evening to Jackie. I'm Scott Leisure. As always, my co-host, compadre, amiga, um, yeah, all that cool stuff. And one of my dearest friends,
Thank
Miss
you.
Jackie Selby. This is informed opinion. You are either informed,
Mm.
misinformed, or uninformed. That's why you're here. And I don't know why we're here, but that's all right. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, uh,
Yeah.
we do this kind of as a hobby. We
Yeah.
don't get paid for this, so I was
No.
thinking we'll do some advertising, and
Ooh.
we will send people to your page. Did you
Mhm.
make some Florida water?
Yeah. Yeah. It's I made Florida water what 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I made some apple cider vinegar the other night, and it's kicking ass, Selby.
Oh,
It's
nice. Is it still brewing or whatever?
Yep, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So you know, part of the podcast, we will talk about a lot of ugliness that goes on in the world. That none of it that is, a lot of that is out of our hands, out of our control. But we like to lighten things up, talk about ways to maybe just be a little less dependent on things, doing your own thing, thinking your own way. And thanks to our friend Bill Gates, I was prompted to um, forge and make my own apple cider vinegar,
Apple
which,
cider vinegar.
yeah, it's, I mean, you can be kitchen savvy, you can be handy with things, but a lot of the things you can do for yourself, it's pretty simple. It doesn't take much.
You're a foodie guy though. You come from a family of foodie peoples.
Right. But don't ask me to work on your car at all.
No,
So
you can whoop up some nice vittles though, and you do post pictures of those on the
yeah, yeah, we
Scott Leisure page,
mm-hmm. I mentioned
informed
it last
opinion
night.
page.
Check out our page. We're not advocating you to be glued to social media, but at least give it a scroll, see what we got going on, give us some
Mhm.
clicks. We're just having fun with this. This
Yeah.
is our vent. It's kind of like our vent for the week. We can
Yeah.
vent, we can catch up, um, and talk about all the crazy things that we've sent each other throughout the week and all the crazy shit that goes on during the day here on planet Earth. We were supposed to have our guest
Oh,
Sheila Walker. She's a Senate hopeful out of Maui.
oops.
She
Oh
Whoa,
dear.
hi.
Hi, how you doing?
You're wondering how I did that. Don't do it again, Selby. I'll take away the light. But she had to postpone, so not next week. Next week is Thanksgiving, so I don't know if we do this Wednesday night or we just take a week off, and then the week next week after, the next Thursday, 2 weeks from today. Why don't I just say that? 2 weeks from
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
that works.
Yeah, that works. That's cool. Well, speaking of do-it-yourself food
Mhm.
things or whatever,
Yeah, yeah,
remember these old-fashioned make your own salad dressing at home things?
sure.
Annette, somebody like, use your own vinegar and oil, and then you put a packet of seasonings in here and then shake it up and have it in the fridge for Italian dressing. Well, this is cough syrup. So if you have a high deductible on your insurance, like everybody does, you don't need to go to the doctor just because you have a cough or go buy some terrible stuff on the shelf. What you do is chop up an onion. This time I did, because a guy in my office had a terrible cough. purple onion,
Probably the guy messing with the thermostat.
maybe.
Yeah.
Um, Purple onion, and then cover it with honey and
Mhm.
leave it overnight on the counter. And then I just strained off the onion, and you have a nice syrup. Hold in the fridge for about a week for anybody that has a cough.
Okay. The
A
Selby
teaspoon
syrup.
every 3 or 4 hours. Dr. Selby says.
Dr. Selby says, I like it. I like it.
I am not a physician, but my grandfather was.
No, and we are not medical doctors. So what we are giving is advice. Is that?
Yes.
We're giving advice.
Not medical advice. I'm just saying.
No.
So you have a use for this thing that's in your cupboard, probably, or your mom's cupboard, that she used to mix up salad dressing in.
Boom. And go to the thrift store and just for fun's sake, pick up a bread machine.
Oh,
Have some fun. Yeah.
all right.
At least you know by making your own bread, and that's easy. It's not like, you don't have to build a whole oven in your backyard or anything, but at least you know that there's no plastic in it.
True enough. Boy,
Win-win.
that is a win-win. Back
Huh?
in the, I'm sure we've talked about this, but back in the, um, let's see, what do you call that era? Victorian era in England. So that the bakers could make more money, they would add sawdust to the flour.
Hmm.
And people started dropping because their insides were all gooped up with this wood.
Oh, man. Holy moly.
True story. Look it up. There was really some fun things that happened in Victorian England 100 years ago. All right. Oh, speaking of thrifting, thanks to the sister for sending me this beautiful sweater. Is it on real or what? Thank
I
you,
like it.
Sister
I like
Janet.
I like it. Yes, I like it.
Cash
What else I
Friday,
like?
Cash Friday. Tomorrow is Cash Friday.
Don't forget, people. You knew you were tuning in. You knew you would hear us talk something about cash. And the fact that we are over halfway through now with Nipple November. So
That's right. You do want to pay cash, though. I heard somebody say recently, oh, we're about 6 years out from going to digital currency. I mean, 100%.
I had to make change for the person getting paid to make change twice this week. They were stumped. And I'm like, no, $3.72. $3.72. Three. Like, I almost wanted to jump behind the counter.
It's still legal tender, at least until that happens.
Yes. Mm. Ooh, boy.
Ooh.
Approval
Wow.
rating, Selby, the approval rating currently sitting at our highest point ever. We are sitting at 225.
Hey.
So we're up 25 points from last week.
I'm lighting sage.
Do it up.
Because
let's get this party going.
If they're getting rid of currency and going digital, it's the whole reason we're paying cash people is to try to keep away from this.
Yes. And the fact that I don't need every transaction that I make known to everybody, including China.
I'm just wondering, people who like to buy things illicitly, like an illicit Rolex or an illicit drug or moonshine or something. What are you going to offer a piece of digital currency when the poop hits the fan? No, cash.
What are the dancers going to do then?
Yeah.
Seriously. People, there's a lot of ladies out there that depend on cash. So
cash money.
I sat down I probably watched it for about 20 minutes last night. The Alejandro, how do you say it? Mayorkas? The
Okay.
hearing. Yes, the hearing, the Department of Homeland Security guy that they want
All
to.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's pretty scary, Selby. The
What?
numbers that they were coming up with like, oh, 40,000, 30,000, Chinese nationalists that are in the country right now, you know. And this guy doesn't, I don't know, he just didn't seem like it was that big of an issue to him. But apparently they were trying to impeach him. What's her name? The blonde from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to impeach him, get him out of there because of the crisis that is at the border, Jackie.
International crisis. Oh. Anyway.
Yeah, the crisis at the border that
Crisis at the border.
isn't going away. There's, I don't know. You never did write another chorus to the song, did you?
No, people from all over though.
All
what's
over.
what's that guy? His dad, his uncle. Oh yeah, RFK Jr.
Mm-hmm.
was down there doing some reporting
Mm-hmm.
on his social media. And I haven't decided if he's just a distraction,
Yeah,
or if he's going to be a real player in the issues to do with the presidential election.
I like listening to his points. I like listening to what he has to say. He's a smart dude. He's been through some shit in his world, personally, and just but he's good. I think he's come over some of those humps, a better guy. And he sounds like he's doing okay.
International chaos, the crisis at the border. Okay, so he was standing there and he was asking, just like that reporter that I like, Jorge Ventura,
Mm-hmm.
reporting right there from the border. And he has they have the camera and they're asking the people, where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? And many of them are from Africa and Afghanistan and all kinds of places. China. Way more. And everybody thinks, oh, it's just Mexicans or Central Americans coming over the border. Well, it's people from all over. It's just the Mexican cartel that takes their money and gets them to the border. And Bobby Kennedy was reporting that they have a court date 7 years in advance.
Huh.
In 7 years, they have to come back and answer for that border crossing.
Don't lose your paperwork.
I don't know about you. I don't even know my address 7 years ago. I've moved so many times, but.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene classifies this influx of migrants, right? That's the PC.
Lots and lots of people. Sorry.
Lots and lots of people, lots of different countries.
Lots of different countries.
As an invasion.
Oh, invasion.
Which the spin that I found. So on this article, Selby, so let's go to the tape here. On this article, this is an Associated Press article.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking kind of mainstream, right? Green's resolution also calls the influx of migrants an invasion. Immigration advocates denounced her use of that term, saying it showed she was acting based on the racist Great Replacement theory. They wanted to, and that's about diminishing the number of white people in society. Which, what would happen then? What kind of cool things would be gone if the white people were gone, Selby?
I don't know. That's interesting.
There would be like no more. You wouldn't hear any white anthems anymore. No more "Don't Stop Believing."
that theory, I don't know. Everybody likes that song.
Uh-huh.
That has been out there for my entire lifetime, floating out there that eventually it will all be one color.
Pumpkin spice would be gone.
Mm-hmm. No.
If you got rid of the white people, pumpkin spice would be history, right?
No, the one
Farmers
thing
markets, gone.
No, what about truck balls?
Truck balls, gone. I did follow up. If you missed last week, we were talking about the truck nuts.
Truck nuts.
We were trying to decide whether or not they were racially preferred. So I said I would ask some of the brothers, and the first brother I asked, he said I wouldn't even know where to buy those, Scott. So there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, truck nuts would be gone if the white people were all gone.
Mm-hmm.
Subarus probably out. No more Subarus. Sales would just
in Colorado, they would be.
Yeah, but I mean, it's almost standard issue here.
Yeah.
Subarus and IPAs.
Yeah. What else? What do
caps. What else? What else would be gone if the white people were gone? Hockey.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
hockey might be gone.
How many African Americans skate in the National Hockey League? My sister knows the answer, but I don't. Is it 5?
I don't know. GTS. Let's GTS, and we'll get that up on the site.
Okay.
All right. Dun, 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 dun.
White people stuff.
I saw this funny. It wasn't a meme. It was like, well, it was like 3 like black dudes, right? And I might have sent it to you. And they were joking that in order to not to be accepted or to look like they would fit in better, they were all just carrying their Starbucks.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah. All you need is a Starbucks holiday cup and you're gold. No one's going to mess with you at all about anything. They're looking at like striking. Did you see that Starbucks is going to go on strike?
No.
Within the next couple of days, they were looking at. And then I saw another thing, and I kind of understood where they were coming from. So these people have the practice when you're in the Starbucks line to, I want to buy a drink for the person behind me. Just whatever they're, right?
Yeah.
The baristas, I think behind the scenes, the baristas are like, really? Again, because the wrong drink goes out that way. It causes chaos. Of course, what the baristas think you should do is you should just tip them more. But or buy a gift card instead of it throws a monkey in the rhythm, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you do that? Pay it forward.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video?
What video?
Oh my God. Some girl's really smart, and she walked around and asked millennials on camera, hey, what year were you born? And I'll say like 2001. What's Jenny's number?
None of them knew, huh?
All kinds of people, but all around the same age group. Most of them know the answer. What's Jenny's number? Only a few really froofy white guys said, who's Jenny?
I got it. I got your number on the wall. I got it.
Black, white, Indian, everybody knew it.
For a good time. Good time, call. I love it.
Me too. Okay, I did the syrup, didn't I?
The cough syrup?
Yep.
Yeah. You
what
did
else
the
do
syrup.
I have on here? Oh. How about this one?
Go.
So I didn't know this existed. Holodomor. Holodomor.
You're going to go there this early?
Holodomor. Is it too early in the show?
Well, I don't know. We can go further than that. Yeah. Go. Tell us what it is. I read it. I read up a little bit on it and I kind of get the gist. And I was very more curious as to where you were going to go with that. So let's do it. Holodomor.
Holod, it's Holodomor.
Holodomor.
Holodomor. It
Holodomor.
was imposed famine,
Right.
man-made famine in the
Starvation.
Ukraine in 1932 and 1933 that killed 4 million people. Starvation of just regular people by the oligarchs for political gain. Now, here's the flip side of that. We don't want that happening because, as you know, lots of food, meat packing and stuff like that, they're closing one by one, especially the Tyson chicken processing facilities in the Midwest and the South, Missouri, Arkansas, in those states where they package all that chicken. These places are closing by the dozens. And what Tyson is saying is that they're reallocating resources. Okay. So they're reforming what they have, which is less chicken and more, guess what? Bugs. Insects.
Bugs.
Crickets.
Yeah.
They're going to farm insects.
Okay.
This is not, it's happening already because, once we hear about it, it's already happening. And these insects are going to become a food additive to processed foods. Because you know how everything's in an uproar about sugar. Oh, yeah, the sugar. Oh, and then environmentally, you can't have chickens. Oh, right? So we got to close these. And now we're going to have bug factories. And it doesn't take too many people to process bugs. You just catch them with a net and right in through the heater and the chopper. But with chickens, you actually have to process them. So what is in the hell are we going to do with all those bugs? The good news is there's this lady named Marjorie Wildcraft, and you might have heard of her. She's one of these survivalist people, and she was in National Geographic.
Okay.
Marjorie Wildcraft. And she has a website called The Growth Network. She did not give me this information. This is information I'm giving to you about your chance to learn about farming really quick. Because she's well known for putting something that she wrote a book called The Grow System. In other words, starting farming and where to find seeds and how to barter with neighbors and stuff like that. Just in case this bug thing gets out of control and they're trying to pull a Holodomor on us.
Insect
so you
farming.
can go to her website and it's free for 72 hours for you to watch this series of videos on how to start farming immediately, no matter how much land you have and stuff like that. But the whole idea is to try to grow something. Because I am not eating crickets.
Whoa. Yeah, we got there fast.
know.
Holodomor and cricket farms. Oh, man.
Why they would want to do that to our poor chickens. And they say it's unsustainable that we all want to eat meat and chicken. And that's absolutely not true. Do you eat chicken? You eat chicken, don't you?
Yeah, I eat chicken.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have some clucks out your back door from now on if you want a real chicken, because they're going to make it really hard for us to have it.
That's okay. Let's eat something else. They probably want to eliminate that because they want to start factory, genetically making the 3D printed chicken.
Yes.
And then they can just sell that. Honestly,
Yeah.
could be right there on the horizon there, Selby.
Or bugs.
Crisis with the chicken.
Crisis with the chickens.
Growing up the insects.
Seriously, is that the grossest stuff you've ever heard in your life? All right, one more, but this is a fun one.
It's pretty messed up, Selby.
I know. I'm sorry.
Go.
I don't know why you make me tell these terrible stories.
Well, I mean, we could also talk about, what do you want to talk about? The Biden, he was meeting with the Chinese, what's his name? Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping. They met for 4 hours the other day. Would you now seriously?
How did he stay awake?
Yeah, how many diapers did Biden go through in 4 hours? 4 hours. That is a lot of mumbling, Selby.
Listen, that he is no Richard Nixon, and Richard Nixon did those talks with the People's Republic of China. I mean, so many of these international meetings to get trade open with China in the 1970s. I mean, it's all a game. Let's just go back to that. But I'm not eating those bugs, I'm telling you. Anyway, the grownetwork.com for these free videos from this lady, Marjorie Wildcraft, who grows her own food.
Let's post that for sure.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Poor Tyson. What about the people who packed the chicken? Anyway.
Man. Wow. Biden.
Hardcore, huh?
Crisis at the border.
Crisis at the chickens.
Alejandro Mayorkas.
Yeah.
Starbucks. Ooh. That volcano is going to go. Like, it could go during the show, Selby.
In Iceland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bubbled. It's bubbled up. And then the other one in Mexico. And then the earthquakes. There's been earthquakes. But that thing in Iceland, that's kind of crazy.
They've had them blow before, remember? And the big plume of smoke went across the world. They couldn't even fly planes through it. I don't even know what year that was. 2015, 14, 13. Who can remember? It's all going together now. Okay, this one's fun.
Okay.
So, there's that private investment money in San Francisco that people have startups with every single kind of, just give me the free money and I'll build it for you businesses, right? I lived there there's so much of that money over there. So there's this company called TerraGrade, and they are producing a motorcycle to be driven on the moon, to be ridden on the moon. So forget the moon buggy, folks. It's a motorcycle, and it's in pre-production. I mean, they have
on the moon.
For the moon.
Our moon.
Supposedly.
When we get there.
If we ever go there. Did we go there before?
If we ever go there. Did you find us a flat earther, Selby?
Listen, I've been spanning the globe for a flat earther.
Let's put an ad on Craigslist for a flat earther for a podcast. Unless any of you wonderfully informed people out there know a flat earther that would agree to just discussing life on flat earth with
There's
us.
A lot of but I don't just want some goofball. I want to really like somebody who can give us all the facts, don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We want somebody. Yeah, you're right. Let's get somebody legit. Let's get a flat earth scientist.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if there is such a thing, but I'd like to discuss it.
We can GTS and we'll figure it out.
Okay. Yes.
That's
well, there's a guy that I follow and he's brilliant, but I don't know how to get a hold of him is all I'm saying.
Send me his contact info.
Okay.
We'll try that. I was hoping, again, as always, I was hoping that John Hinckley Jr. would join us since he got his invite. It was emailed. But he has yet to accept and join us.
Is he a flat earther?
I don't know. He has a new he does have a new music video out. You can check out.
Wow.
And he's still selling his cat painting on eBay. John
Okay.
Hinckley Jr.
Yeah, boy.
Huh?
All right. I think I hit all the things I wanted to. Oh no, this is a really good one. I've never heard of it before, but it's called vibroacoustic therapy, where they take people with brain injuries and they lay them down on the decking where the dolphins can swim up and make their little dolphin noises into their ears. Vibroacoustic therapy with dolphins. Now, I just want that for me. I
Yeah.
don't have a brain injury. Well, I kind of do.
Sound therapy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vibrational therapy. Isn't that amazing? And I guess they have really good results for kids with autism and people with traumatic brain injury.
Um, brain injury.
Doesn't that sound fun to go listen to the dolphins do their I don't know what the sound they make, but it's
Well, isn't that it's transmitted though? So electronically, it might have an electronic, like a charging benefit or something too.
yeah.
Snoop quit smoking. Did you see that?
Smoking this
Yeah.
or smoking that?
Well, the only headline I saw was he quit smoking. So I guess I broke one of the 4 agreements, and
Uh-oh.
I assumed that it was smoking this.
Oh.
Oh, okay. This was one of the first things on my list this week, and it I don't know how it got there that early. I must have walked past somebody at the store or something, but for the people out there walking around in our lovely society,
Yes.
and I'm not talking about like migrants or people experiencing homelessness.
All right.
That was PC.
But
General people that you see, what is up with people that have noticeable BO? Like
mm,
like noticeable. So if I'm 3 people behind you in line at the grocery store and I can smell you, you can smell you. What is
did
up
they
with
lose their smelling during COVID?
Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe. So we're oh man. But what about the people that smelled before COVID?
Good question.
The thermostat guy, huh? He's got BO too, doesn't he?
No, no, he doesn't. He's very clean.
Okay. Poor guy.
He's just
He's probably
thin-skinned, I guess. I
He's
don't know.
probably the nicest guy ever. He just wants to jack with the thermostat. Why?
Well, he just has it's not his fault. It's the distribution of the air within the radio place.
Okay. All right. BO. That might be about where we're at.
That's pretty
So,
good.
yeah, for those who enjoy the podcast, for those who get it, we get through all that ugliness, which is basically just the headlines.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can talk about cool stuff. See, we should have talked about making your own stuff now, like the apple cider vinegar and stuff, but that's okay. Let me start us out.
That's okay.
I've got it. We'll start it out like we do with the Bible, the thrift store Bible. You can find anything you need at the thrift store. Just going to say.
It's a little different. The thrift store Bible, just so you know, is a little bit different than the regular one.
Sometimes some of the wording can be a little,
yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't really resonate like
goofy shoulders.
Somebody reading it to you in the front of a church or something.
Okay,
but
go ahead.
Is Isaiah 64. Oh, that you would rend the heavens and come down, that the mountains would tremble before you, as when fire sets twigs ablaze and causes water to boil, like Iceland.
Twigs.
Come down to make your name known to your enemies and cause the nations to quake before you.
Mm.
For when you did awesome things that we did not expect, you came down and the mountains trembled before you. If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the Love Shack.
To the Love Shack. Funky little shack.
Isaiah.
Very nice.
Mhm.
I like the thrift store Bible.
You know, it's growing on me. That's for sure. It's growing on me.
Okay, you want the prayer?
Yes. Prayer us up, Selby.
All right. Cleanse thy lungs before thy prayer. Go, Jenny, go. How dare you look at the stars in awe and then look in the mirror and frown? How dare you look at the stars in awe and then look in the mirror and frown?
Uplifting. I like that.
Because what do you think we're made of? We're star seeds.
I think it's telling me about, yeah, we are star seeds. It's telling me that, you know, there's just a wonderful, beautiful world out there with a lot of cool things to do. So, you know,
Turn that frown upside down.
yeah, and even with the white people, Selby.
Yeah, with all of us, white
With
people.
all of us, white people, green people, blue people, everybody can. Oh, can I identify as a different color now? Since people identify as whatever they want, can I think I'm going to identify as a orange person, a
Fine.
green person.
How about pink? All
How
right.
about pink?
Quick story.
Okay.
About that. So there are across the little parking lot, sort of. I live in townhomes, you know. There's
Sure.
Anyway, share a parking lot with a whole bunch of other people, but directly across from me, there is a guy who has a I don't know, landscaping business. Okay, African American guy, and he has a team, and they come and go and whatever. Now his nice car is a really nice black Mercedes. I don't know what kind it is, but it's really new and really nice. Okay.
Why does it have to be black, Selby?
Just wait.
Okay.
And his work truck is green.
Okay.
You know, like metallic green. It's got branches all over it and whatever, the signage and the whole thing. Well,
Metallic P.
the other day he turns up with a white Mercedes and a white truck. Brand new, both of them white. So I, of course, have to go over there. Well, I saw him in the parking lot.
Yeah.
What do you think I said to him?
First of all, do you know this person?
Just from being neighbors.
Okay. I'm drawing a blank. What'd you say?
I pointed at the cars.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's your car? Where's your regular car? He's like, well, it's in the shop. And I said, but they gave you a white one?
Yeah.
He boils over with laughter. Boils over with laughter. I go, what about where's your green truck? He goes, no, we got a new truck. And I go, you got a white one? Boils over with laughter, like him and his whole crew. They think I'm funny. Just saying.
Just saying. Just saying. What would Snoop do?
Well, let me tell you that the big white Mercedes does not have the same impact as the big black Mercedes. Those are impressive cars. You know what I mean?
I'm sure the big black Mercedes has a bigger impact. Yes.
I mean, it's like, wow, that car is like expensive and impressive. And the white one is just like, you know, some lady from the country club drives it, you know?
Right. White cars kind of blend in anyhow.
I kind of do. I drive a white car right now.
Me
It
too.
just kind of blends in, but the big joy of that thing is impactful. Anyway, there's my
Anyway.
story.
Okay. Let's do the songs, Selby. 2 songs per week, 1001 songs that you must hear before you die. I think we might be up to about 652 that we've done.
Oh, sir. Oh, we are?
Give or take 1 or 2.
Wow, we're way up there. Okay.
But we skipped all the Eagles songs. So, all right. First song tonight, 1975. The Gibb Brothers, Bee Gees, Jive
Okay.
Talking.
Jive Talking 75.
Jive Talking. And then we jump ahead. 1987. The name of the group is Mars with 2 R's. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Dance,
Get
dance,
it.
dance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got that one out of the way.
Pump up the jam. Pump it up.
Crisis at the Border, we have not come across yet in the book.
Oh.
Either way.
International crisis.
What we want you to do is we want you to interact with us on social media. We want you to take some of the things that you've heard tonight, go out, get online, GTS, see what you can find out, and, make your own opinions about things.
Yes. All right. I'm about to drop the mic.
We also want you to make your own meals, stay informed, light your candles, light your sage, tune in next week, share the posts, subscribe to the Spotify, subscribe to the YouTube, and send Jackie money.
Please.
All of us. Cash only.
Cash only, please.
Be good.
All right, Scott, you too.
Later.